So I want to know, why do guys suck so much in bed?
Why they suck? I don't think that they suck.
Well, they don't know what they're doing.
My man knows what he does.
That's what I'm talking. You're a single man or many men?
Single man. I'm monogamous.
You're monogamous, so I hope it's good because you're monogamous. It has to be good,
Yeah.
right? Because then you would want more. Right?
Yeah, I'm like one man's person, so
I think I'm like that too.
I'm
even
pretty
though-
sure he can make me happy.
Yes, I love that. All right, so I'm here with Sev. Hey, Karin. How long have you two been dating for?
We've been together for 3 years. Getting married in December.
Oh my God, congratulations. So I have to ask, what's your sex life like?
It's amazing.
The best.
It is.
What makes it so good?
Well, we're
Of course,
And
you.
sometimes-
Very pretty. Sometimes him. How do you guys spice things up?
we're a little bit open-minded. We tend to do stuff with other girls and so on.
Girls and guys, or just girls?
Mostly girls.
So, would you be open to hooking up with other guys, but you're not so down?
Not so much now.
Not so.
Are you suggesting there exists a gender double standard?
Yes.
Wow.
Now I want to
Wow.
ask you, how can we destroy this double standard?
I think we need to start talking about sex, being a little bit more honest about our feelings. And when I say feelings, I don't mean just our desires, but all of our vulnerabilities. So, like, if we're scared of losing our partner, say so.
Yes.
Do you ever fantasize of hooking up with other men?
No.
I think she's lying. That's not true. But so is there like a double standard going on here? Like why women, not men? Why not both in the
It's not a
same?
double standard. It's just a question of comfort zone. We actually we enjoy the whole going out, meeting people experience, and we find it's much more fun when it's like another girl and so on. But
Yeah.
we go to places like X Club, like we're saying, which is full
Full of swingers.
lifestyle and so on.
Right? If we're scared that our partner's going to cheat, talk about it. We're meant to be insecure. We're meant to be jealous. These are actually functional emotions. So talk about them. Admit to them. I lost him there.
C'est une French.
Oui, vraiment.
Vraiment, super. On peut prendre l'accent
Oui, on
français.
peut-
Ah,
On peut
parfait.
discuter en français
On peut
maintenant.
parler en français.
Donc, super.
Non, parce qu'avec un autre gars, c'est plus comme un fantasme. Le party avec les filles, désolé, mais les filles sont pas mal plus de party.
I'm here with Dave and Sabrina, who've been together for 2.5 years. Dave and Sabrina, get closer. Come, we're all friends here. I want to know, what's your sex life like?
Fantastic.
Fantastic, yes.
What keeps it so fantastic?
Communication.
Okay,
Communication.
like elaborate. How do you guys communicate? How's it's hard to communicate.
We talk about everything. Our desires, what makes us feel great.
What we're comfortable with, what we're not.
So does that allow you to keep things always fresh and stimulated?
Absolutely.
Yes, for sure.
All right, and do you guys have an open relationship, or do you fantasize of having an open relationship?
Yes, we do.
You do. And how do you keep it sustainable?
We have rules and guidelines that we follow and we agree on,
Boundaries,
and it works for us.
Do you mind if I ask you what some of those boundaries are, maybe?
We
For
only
some of the
play
viewers?
together and we only play in the same room.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I see that a lot in the fetish events and burlesque shows I'm at. And I guess what advice could you guys give to all those couples out there that are a little bit vanilla but want to go to the darker, more caramel side of things?
You know what? Experiment. Go to a sex club, try it out. You don't have to do anything. Just look, observe, and have a great time.
Baby steps. Take
Baby
things
steps.
one day at a time, one thing at a time.
Like using a cock ring?
I'm sorry?
You like cock rings?
Yeah, no,
I discovered them this year. They're super cool. Yeah.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah.
Keep the blood flowing. That's what they're meant to do. It's a cock ring, right? What advice do you have to other people over 50 how to keep stimulated in the bedroom? If my parents see this, maybe they could get some tips.
The only way sex can be great is if your relationship is great, and that is regardless of how old you are.
Tell me about your sex life.
We have an absolutely amazing sex life. We live by the 3 H's: healthy, happy, and horny. So we have sex as much as we can, wherever we can, and we love foursomes and moresomes.
And when did this happen? When did you get into the foursomes and moresomes?
We fell into the lifestyle about 8 years ago.
When you met?
Yes,
All
when
right,
we met.
so you met in the lifestyle.
No.
No.
We met.
And then we fell into the lifestyle.
Wow. And how did you make that leap?
We met some couples on the beach in Mexico, and they told us all about it, and we said, wow, we want to try that.
And what made you like have the courage, I guess, as a man to be okay with her hooking up with other men, or does she hook up with you?
Yeah, well, we do it together. We only play together.
All right, so you have
We call it same room, same bed, same pile.
all right. So you won't do something without him there. You won't do something without her there.
No.
So you keep it together. It's always a shared experience.
Yeah, like if you were in the same room as us, it would be okay for like me to fuck her and you to suck, and her to suck your cock.
Okay. Well, yeah, you could. This is my show. You can say whatever you want to say. Luckily, we're in a room where there's no sex allowed because who knows what would happen.
That's right.
But everyone, group hug. Come here. Come. Thank you.
Keep having sex, everyone.
I'm meeting a lot of people here that have shared experiences, and that's what I'm taking back from this event today. Meeting so many different people that go on these journeys that other relationships that wouldn't be as strong would just crumble at the thought of doing that. And they're successful, and they're together for 8 years, or together for 3 years, however long, and they're happy, and they're real. They have real connections.
So I
and
would
they
say those
communicate.
couples are have a lot of communication. There's no fear of communication, of rejection. So a lot of people don't speak their desires, don't speak their fantasies, because they feel that it won't be met or won't be accepted or received. So they don't speak about it. So couples that are able to have open lines of communications, that are able to speak their desires, speak their fears. So like, oh, I desire this. Ooh, that scares me because. Couples that are able to, and then after that, draw their boundaries. Oh, I am open to exploring this, but up to this boundary. That's what I feel comfortable with. So when the couple both speak their desires, their fears, and their boundaries, well, then you've created the playing ground for opportunity. And that opportunity, you could invite things in, and you could feel safe enough to explore and find the bliss and find the pleasure and find the happiness within certain boundaries. So both partners could easily take that breath and they could just be in that experience, and then they could feel. They don't have to be in the concept of performance.
What advice do you have for all those people out there that are scared of their sexuality and want to explore, but are also so jealous and animalistic?
Well, we usually say talk about it. Talk about it, talk about it. Fantasies are what it's all about. We love giving the gift of fantasy to our partner. Talk about the fantasy.
And what's our definition of the lifestyle?
The lifestyle begins with an open-minded attitude and a strong, loving relationship, allowing couples to push the boundaries of their sexuality and explore their fantasies together.
Always about together, about better communication, and whatever you do sexually has to make your couple stronger.
So much nowadays when we're thinking of sexuality, we think of coming from the place of performance.
And coming. We think of coming. We just
Absolutely. Ejaculating, the end goal of climax. We don't take the journey. And sexuality is basically a journey, riding the orgasmic waves of the feminine. So many guys, they're just looking for that end. I just want to fuck till I come. And then it's over, we roll over, we've released all our energy. So in Tantra, we talk about holding back our ejaculation, reaching orgasm without ejaculating.
Right.
So that we move that bliss that's usually in our genitals and we shoot it out, we breathe it in. And you could only do that with breath, sound, and movement. So as you're about to come, it's not like holding your breath and coming, but it's breathing through the orgasm. So, you're breathing. You could do that. You could do that. And instead of shooting outwards, you're gonna shoot inwards.
Like the Buddha.
That's right.
Enlightenment.
In and out, up and down, and whirl.
I found the G-spot! I found the G-spot!